So what I'm going to tell you is about a bit about Oyak and Oyak Cement Group. And Oyak Cement Group is the biggest cement group of companies in Turkey. And we're represented by 5 different cement companies, and vertically integrated to them are a RMC company, ready mix concrete company, a paper and pulp and paper manufacturing company, a trading company, which we have a representative, Mr. Arda Özkır is here, and we have lots of more companies. And to continue with what Oyak is, as Mr. Shelburne stated, it's a very interesting company. It's a very interesting pension fund. It's not a company, and it's not a it doesn't have any shareholders. Oyak only has members, and all of the members, 90% of the members, are the military personnel of Turkey. As of today, we have about 270,000 members, and they're not shareholders. They give 10% of their salaries monthly to Oyak system, and the Armed Forces Pension Fund system evaluates all this money in 2 different areas. One is the monetary markets, where we buy euro bonds, we buy American dollars, we put this money to the banks, and the other side of it is the subsidiaries. We have about more than 50 companies as of today, and we have 4 biggest pillars. The biggest 4 are the cement group, where we have 5 different companies. We're representing about 13% of the clinker capacity in Turkey, and we have a market share of about 70% as of last year. Again, another big pillar is the automotive group. We're producing about 360,000 cars in an alliance with French Renault, and we're producing about 7 different models in Bursa, about 200 kilometers from Istanbul. And we're not only selling it to domestic market, and we're exporting about 100 different countries. As of last month, we produced the first electric car in Turkey, and it's a Renault Fluence, and it doesn't run on petrol, it doesn't use any fuel. It has a 0 emission, and it's only working with electricity, to give you a bit about information about that. Another big thing for Oyak is the steel group, which is quite tied with the cement business. And as Erdemir, we are the biggest and one of 2 steel manufacturing companies in Turkey. And we're producing steel, and as a byproduct, we're buying slag from the steel companies to our Adana Cement Company and Bolu Cement Company, which I will come in later. And the 4th biggest thing for Oyak is the energy group. We are producing about we have a capacity of 1,250 megawatts of power downside in the south of Turkey, and we have that in an alliance with German Evonik, and we're doing it with imported coal. As I said, we don't have any shareholders, we have members. They're paying 10% of their salaries, and as Oyak, we have only one motive: to be more and more profitable. So all of our companies try to profit as much as they can and distribute it to all of their shareholders, including the major Oyak. And we're trying to find the biggest interest rate for our members. Last year, Oyak pension funds grew by 14.1%, which means we had an interest rate for our members. For their reserves, about 14.1% is added to their value. Last year it was 13%, and we were as high as 50%, 52% in the previous years. And as of today, we have total member assets of about $7.5 billion and combined reserves, combined assets of more than $17 billion. And we are one of 3 biggest conglomerates in Turkey, along with Sabancı and Koç. And we have our Moody's and Standard & Poor's ratings, which is equal to the Turkish government's rating. So moving more to Oyak Cement Group, we have 5 different companies. All of them are separate entities, and they are they are located in various parts of Turkey. Turkey has about 7 different geographical regions, and we're serving to 6 of them. We're not in the Aegean side, but besides that, we're selling to all of the regions in Turkey. The biggest one is Adana Cement Company, which has 2 million tons of clinker capacity and 0.3 million tons of white clinker capacity. We're producing white clinker for about 15 years in Turkey, and we're doing it with more than 85% whiteness ratio. Another company is Mardin, which is located in the southeast Anatolia, just near the Syrian border and 200 kilometers from the Iraqi border. And we have 2 million tons of clinker capacity there. And normally we are selling about half of our capacity to Turkey, domestic market, and we're selling about 1 million tons to the Middle Eastern countries. Another one is by the Black Sea border, Black Sea coast, and it's Guney Cement Company, which is very advanced in technology, our newest factory, and it has 1.5 million tons of clinker capacity and 2.6 million tons of cement capacity. And we're selling to domestic market, which is very vibrant in Black Sea region. And besides that, we have a terminal in Romania, in the coastal side of Romania, near Bulgarian border, in Mangalia, near Constanta. And we're also selling to practically all of the Black Sea countries among us. Guney has its own port and easily loads from that port, about 1 kilometer from the factory, and which belongs to the company. So we have all types of cement, and we're selling it to all over Black Sea region. Another one is Bolu Cement Company, which is mostly well known for its R&D, research and development business, and they are selling mostly to the biggest 2 cities of Turkey, Ankara and Istanbul, and they're utilizing about 1.5 million tons of cement every year and selling it to different parts of Turkey, mostly to domestic markets. Our latest acquisition was Aslan Çimento. We bought it in 2009 from Lafarge Group for 164 million euros of enterprise value, and it is just very near to, it is one of the nearest factories to here. It is about 35 kilometers from here to Aslan Çimento. It also has its own port, which has a draft of 26 meters, which has the port's length is more than 150 meters. So they are very eligible to export, but their capacity, as you see, is not very high, and Istanbul and Marmara region is always one of the most vibrant ones in Turkey, so they mostly prefer to sell it to domestic market. About 5% of their product yearly is exported. And we have our vertical integration. As we have more than 50 companies as Oyak, we are trying to make use of some of them for the cement group. The biggest one is Oyak Beton. We are producing about 3.5 million cubic meters of ready mix each year. And in another slide I will tell you more. They are the most preferred RMC company in Turkey, and they are also the most successful in terms of all of different projects which need lots of innovative products. Another one is Oytaş, which is the most useful for you, the attendants, because they are making the consultancy for all of the cement companies for their exports. So if they're trying to export from any of the Oyak Cement Group companies, Oytaş is based in Istanbul, and you can find Mr. Arda Özkır along in lunch or in any other time. And they're also responsible for our imports. We're importing about 800,000 tons of steam coal or petroleum coke each year, and all of these agreements are practically held by Oytaş, and they're finding the best deals for us, as we are 5 different companies, and as we have a very large quantity. Oytaş finds the best deals for us in terms of petroleum coke and steam coal. And we have another company called Oyak, Kağıt Ambalaj, which is a paper and packaging company. recently bought from the privatization project. They bought the paper mill in the northern side of Turkey, and they have 100,000 tons per year capacity of kraft paper, which is used in cement bagging. And they are the only producer in Turkey, the integrated producer of paper and packaging, and they're also exporting about 25% of their products mainly to our neighboring countries and to as far as Far East Asia.